Well, in celebration of Women's Day, Transnet National Ports Authority will be showcasing its diverse maritime human resources by operating an all-shift women or an all-women shift at its Nelson Mandela Bay and Durban ports. Now, Women's Day marking the anniversary of the great women of March 1956, and they protested against past laws. Let's speak now to Siphosethu Booi, who joins us live from one of the harbors in Gqeberha. And Siphosethu, good morning to you. So talk to us about the various roles played by women in the maritime sector.
Well, good morning to you, Booi, and to the rest of our viewers. Today we're celebrating Women's Day, like you correctly stated, and today we're here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Port, and I'm going to be joined now by Thobile Zibani, who's a marine pilot, and she'll talk to us further about the different positions and roles that women play in the maritime industry. So, Swami Kakhulu for making time to speak to us today. Happy Women's Day. First things first. Mama, speak to us about your line of work and also just the different roles that women play here. Today, I also understand it's an all-woman, 28-woman crew, 6 to 6 today. Speak to us just about the daily things that you guys do here in the maritime industry.
Hi, Sisi. Today, as we all know, that it's a Women's Day, and then NMP Ports decided that today is going to be all the ladies' day today, 6 to 6. As you can see, the tug master is the woman. You can see the ladies picking up the gangway. I am the pilot. My duty is to bring ships in and out of the port or shift them. Sometimes they will shift from one berth to another berth, but you cannot do that alone. You need the tugs, you need the berthing. Basically, it's a teamwork. So today it's the team of ladies only.
I do believe that they are going to be moving now. This particular tugboat is moving to the vessel. Speak to us also about the physical challenge that women are faced with, if there are any, as you move the tugboat to the vessel, as we can see just behind us now. I'm just going to ask my colleague Smu Booi to just give us that narrative of what exactly it is that's happening behind us, as Usisi Thobile explains to us what exactly is it that's going to be happening. So, Toby?
The physical change, as you can see, it could be the lines that they are heavy sometimes, but they've made sure that the lines it's nylon, so they're not heavy. As you can see, at the gangway, some of the gangway, they can swing. So it's getting better and better every day. I don't want to, yeah.
All right, just speak to us about what's this process now currently as they're moving the tugboat, moving it towards the vessel. What it is exactly this process is called, and also what it would actually happen now as they're pulling those strings. Speak to us about the challenges and also just what we're currently seeing now.
Okay, right now they're going to sail a vessel. Okay. So they need to...
You said we must do maneuvers, right?
So
she's being called in, Booi, by the pilot as well in the tugboat, just to check if everything is still moving according to plan as the vessel tugboat is now moving towards the vessel. Sis Thobile will just take us through the movement that particular pilot is now doing. Sis Thobile, over to you.
So now they've been called by control that there's a job, sailing off 101. Okay. So as the tug moves, they're going to go next to the ship, and then the pilot will speak with the captain to make fast the tug. And then they will make fast, and depending on what is going to happen, and make fast, and then they inform. It's all about you inform whatever you're doing, you inform, and then you must make sure that the pilot acknowledge, the tug master acknowledge, the berthing master acknowledges. They're going to make fast the tug on, or they're going to make fast on the ship with the ship's line, and then wait for instructions from the pilot.
What's the worst thing that could happen at this point as the tugboat moves towards the vessel?
It's the failing of the engines.
And then what happens in a situation where the engine actually does fail?
You drop anchor. There's plenty things to do. You drop anchor. There's another boat. They can assist them to come alongside. There's means to assist.
The maritime industry is a male-dominated industry. Speak to us about just how women have been supported in the Nelson Mandela Bay Port. Like you spoke to us of, you did tell us that some of those challenges you women here are not faced with.
I wouldn't say every woman, but for me, let me be specific, for me, because each individual, maybe they have their own problems, but since I've been here for 7 years, I've got the support all that I needed. Being a tag master, I came here as a tag master, I got the support, you do the ancillary courses on time. Whenever you have a query, you will go to the office, you'll get assistance. And then I applied for being a pilot. I went to Durban to study. All the times, whenever I call, whenever I need accommodation, transport, so I never had any problems myself. I don't want to speak of every woman because it's an individual thing. Some maybe it's, yeah.
And also, Sister Tobile, to the young girls who are also watching, who also want to become marine pilots one day, what is the one word of advice, or to women in general, and a message that you would like to envy to the rest of the country, to say that today's Women's Day, if women can do it, they too, in their different fields, they can also do it?
Yes, you can. They can. All I can say is that look at yourself and then think that you want to be the part of a bigger picture. So if you want to be part of the bigger picture, do things that are out of the norm. So ask. They need to ask. They need to ask questions. They need to know what they're going to encounter, because it might look easier. Maybe it might not be easier for the next person. So, but you should want something that you like yourself, especially, and then ask questions from the people that are on the industry.
Thank you so much, Sis Tobile. Sis Tobile, they're giving us a bit of a background in terms of what exactly it is that they do here at this particular Nelson Mandela Bay Port here in Gqeberha as we celebrate Women's Month here in the rest of the country. Booi,
thank you very much. Quite significant, something I spotted on those vessels. So the one that Siphosethu is standing in front of, its name is Booi. That's the village where our founding father of democracy, Nelson Mandela, built his home. And then the one that was moving, it's called the Mvezo Port Elizabeth. Mvezo, that's the ancestral home of our founding president, the late Rolihlahla Nelson Mandela. Very interesting indeed. The maritime industry and women involved in that sector doing it for themselves.